Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to break down the Halloween event in NHL 21. We're going to cover all of the Master Set players, all of the normal cards that are released for the event, all of the sets, everything in terms of like market values, all that kind of stuff. Before we do though, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel for daily NHL content. We're pushing that 20,000 subscriber mark, and that's pretty big for me. So let's get into all of the players first in the Halloween event. So here is the banner, obviously the master set items we're going to get into, and then as well as all of the cards. There is one set of cards that I need to talk about, the Henrik Zetterberg and Marian Hossa, the 81 overalls. I'll show you them, but it is via, you get those via the Halloween offline challenges. So all you've got to do is do a bunch of those and you will get those cards. So just keep that in mind. That's how you acquire those. So let's get into the actual cards. All right, we will kick it off with the aforementioned Henrik Zetterberg, 6 foot. With Light the Lamp, you can acquire this card via offline challenges, and it's not a bad card for anyone that's free to play looking for a winger. He is listed as a centerman, but with only 70 on the draw, just not really high enough in my opinion, so he'd be a left-hander winger for you. If you have the Light the Lamp synergy, obviously makes him a little bit better, as it does raise his wrist shot accuracy, but 84 speed is right on that cusp of, the highest or the lowest you want to go, but if you do have distributor, up to 87, which would be fine, again, for anyone that's free to play looking for a lower overall card for the left-handed winger spot. Then we've got Jamie Alexiak, 6'7", 255. This is like your Zdeno Chara light, and we're going to get Zdeno Chara in a little bit. But if you don't have Workhorse activated, 79 speed is awfully tough to use. You are going to have to pair this with someone like Cale Makar or something like that, as he is going to be absolutely useless at defending the rush. And if you've been playing Hut Champs today, it's a lot of straight line warriors out there, so you got to be careful with this card. In his own zone, he is elite, but his slap shot accuracy at 69 means he's not going to hit the broadside of a barn. So this one is... I wouldn't really seek this one out, in my opinion. Again, the size is fantastic, but speed is important in NHL 21. Then we've got the 81 Marian Hossa, 6'1", 207. Again, a card that you can do through your offline hut challenges. 83 speed's a little bit lower. Without Light the Lamp on, his wrist shot is under 80. This is just a hard pass. If you're going to get these two cards, I would try and get the Henrik Zetterberg. Then we've got Adam Fox. So these are the cards that you can get in packs. I packed this card myself. If you are looking for a right-handed defenseman and you are someone who is free to play, this is the kind of card you need to grab, because 89 speed with Speedster activated is nice. Combine that with the fact that both of his accuracy and power is over 80 for his shot. This is a really nice lower 80 overall card, and someone that you should target if you don't have Speedster activated. This makes him very valuable. Then we've got the 82 Zdeno Chara. Like I said, he is back. Thank God they didn't give him a speed synergy. However, they did boost his acceleration. I mean, same thing as Alexiak. Like, you have to have him paired with someone that has like 90 speed or 88 speed at least, because he is just going to get, if let's say he takes a shot from the point, which I wouldn't recommend, although his shot power is 88. If say you take a shot from the point or a pass gets intercepted, his acceleration and speed is so low, you're toast. Like, that's a 2-on-1 no matter what. And same thing, if you're defending the rush and you make a turn at the wrong time, that's a 2-on-1 or a breakaway against. So he's elite in his own zone. Obviously, one of the best cards, if not the best card in his own zone. You're going to be able to easily bump people off the puck. But man, that skating is really tough. So it's not a card I would use, but I can understand why people still want to go after him. He needs to be paired with someone fast. Then we've got the 82 Jeff Carter, 6'3", 217, always a good card in Hut, and with Howitzer is a very, very good, cheaper option to go get. At 86 speed, 86 agility, and then a 90 wrist shot and slap shot power, this is a very, very good card to go and grab. I mean, at 82 overall, I'm curious to see what he's going for. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of expensive for 82 overall. But like 5K, no, absolutely under 5,000, 100%, 3,000 right there. If you are someone who's using a free-to-play team, this is the kind of card that you want to target. Right-handed shot, absolutely a really good card, and with Howitzer makes him that much more valuable. Then we've got the 83 Kevin Hayes, 6'5", again, a stalwart in NHL 20, one of the best cards that you could get. Gladiator Synergy, I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest with you, so I'm not going to assume that a lot of you have that activated. 83 speed on a center is okay. Centers, you don't really have to worry about speed all that much, but only 74 on the draw, which means he's going to be a winger for you, and this is like an extremely poor man's, Blake Wheeler, essentially, that's left-handed. This would be a pass for me. Then we've got the 84 overall, Zach Werenski, 6'2". Again, with the speedster synergy, makes him very, very useful. 87 speed with it, and then his shot, again, kind of mediocre. Has a good wrist shot at 88 power and 79 accuracy. Stick checking at 87. Stick checking has become more of an important stat to me over the course of just learning the ins and outs and the meta of this game. Stick checking is becoming super important, and there's a really improved way to play if you are really good with a stick check, and the higher the stick check rating, the faster that he will actually make the poke and be able to move the stick when you're in the defensive skill stick. So this is a good, cheaper, left-handed defenseman option, kind of like in the same realm as OEL. Then we've got the 84 Anders Lee, again with the Gladiator synergy. This is a hard pass. 81 wingers, 81 speed winger, not a fan of. The shot is nice, his size is nice, but just not enough for me in NHL 21. There's a certain way that you kind of have to play to at least stay competitive. But unless you're an Islanders fan, this is a pass for me. We've got the 85 Bill Ranford. You acquire him through a set as well. I'll show you guys how to do that. 5'11". Again, smaller goalies do have some use as their stat attributes go higher with 82 aggression. I still don't think that this would be a card to target just because the spark synergy I'm not a gigantic fan of either. It's hard to activate, and you want to go for distributors. So this would be a pass for me. Then we've got Curtis Joseph, same kind of thing, 5'11", 190 with the barrage synergy. I'm curious, I really want to try out these sub-6-foot goaltenders to see if, with the stat attributes and caps on bigger goaltenders, if this actually does improve how they play. I'm curious, but I haven't done testing myself, so this would be a pass as well. And then we've got the 85 Ron Extall, 6'3", a little bit better. 91 aggression, though, man, I've come to learn that aggression, like, obviously from NHL 20, the aggression changed and how it actually works. High aggression is not good. It's not what you want, and 91 is a little too high for me, and that's with an 85 overall as well. He's got great stats and a good size, but that aggression just I don't want to go after. Then we've got the 85 Connor Hellebuck, 6'4". Again, aggression up at 89, but his stats are great. His glove, his glove low and poke check and all of that. Stick low. So lower than that, he's really, really well done. The same with positioning at 87, but heart and soul, again, not a really strong synergy, so pass for me. And the 85 Schomburg, kind of disappointed here because he was the first card in NHL 20 that was really became the meta for the low aggression goaltenders. Remember, his icon came out really early, and he had like 67 or 70 aggression, and he was great. But in this game, he's got 87 aggression, heart and soul synergy, 6'4". Again, just wouldn't target this one. You can also make him, but I'll show you how. Then we've got the 86 Steven Stamkos. This is a great card. This will actually be replacing my Yari Curry that I have right now with the Howitzer synergy. 92 speed, 93 agility, and then a 92 wrist shot power. Just a really good shot all the way around. Decent defensive awareness at 85 and stick checking 85. This is a great card, and if you have the base card already, that's fine. I wouldn't rush out to spend a lot of coins to replace him, but this is a very good card. Then we've got the 86 Mitch Marner with the Magician synergy. I'm not a huge fan of the Magician synergy just because it increases a very specific skill set. Like, it really just helps with deking. And if you play NHL 21 enough, you'll notice that dekes are one-off scenarios. There isn't a lot that you do every single rush. However, it's not like they don't hurt. But a card that just specifically targets deking, there's more important things. And with a right-handed shot, there's a lot of good righties that are already on the wing with 87 speed, which is good, agility at 90 base, and then a mid-80s shot. I'm just not a huge fan. His body checking 75, so he's useless in the defensive zone, kind of. But although his stick checking is 89, which I do like. But again, just not a huge fan. When you take Steven Stamkos, who is a righty as well, far better and definitely should be the target over Mitch Marner. Then we've got the 86 Patrick Kane again with the Magician synergy, which makes sense for Patrick Kane. However, his speed being only 86 is kind of disappointing. I wish it was a little bit higher, but with Distributor, it's up at 89, and he's got a good wrist shot accuracy at 92. Power's only 86, but the accuracy is nice. You can throw it upstairs. Obviously, a really shifty card, especially if you activate Magician at 95 agility. Not a lot of good left-handed wingers in the game at the high end, to be honest with you. So I could see this being a target for a lot of players. However, it's Patrick Kane, and Patrick Kane cards always go for more than what their stats are worth. So we'll have to play it by ear and take a look what they go for. Then we've got the 86 John Gibson, 6'3", with 91 aggression. I'm not a huge fan of John Gibson cards. I've tried him a bunch, and a lot of people in my comments and on Twitch just don't like him either, so this is a pass for me. Then we've got the two 88s. I'll show you how to make these. Tempo Numanen, one of my favorite Sabres alums, with the Workhorse Synergy. It is important you activate the Workhorse Synergy, in my opinion, because he's got really bad skating for a defenseman. 83 speed is low, but if you have Workhorse, acceleration also, in my opinion, extremely important for defensemen. I've said the same thing with Zdeno Chara. If a shot gets blocked or anything like that, you need someone who can get up the speed fast. If you have Distributor and Workhorse on, he's got 86 speed, 86 acceleration, and a great slap shot. 92 and 87 is great on the slap shot, with 90 stick checking and 93 awareness. Is a really good right-handed defenseman card. I don't know if it would crack the top 3, in my opinion, because we're going to get into that. There were some huge righties added into the game, but a very, very good card. Then we've got the other one, the 88 Theo Fleury, 5'6", 182, and finally he is useful in Hockey Ultimate Team. Again, the fly down the boards meta is strong, and a 5'6" Theo Fleury with 88 speed, 91 acceleration, and 93 agility is nice. His deking and offensive awareness are at 91 and 96. Stick checking and defensive awareness at 90 and 88, which is great. He's a very good, well-rounded card. The only thing I wish is his wrist shot accuracy was a little bit higher, but the wrist shot power at 93 is very nice. Let's get into the Master Set. So we'll start first with the Masked Man Linus Ullmark. I gotta say, these are the most obscure Master Set items you're ever gonna see, but I do like the fact that they highlight all sorts of teams and players that are, not just the top-end guys that you see every single event. The thing is, first, the card art, incredible, but 6'3" is fine. Aggression 84, great. Swarm and Heart and Soul is just a tough sell for me. I mean, Swarm is a nice synergy, and you could activate it after you get Distributor. And his Glove High and Stick High are really good as well. This could be a great goaltender card, like one of the best in the game. The cost that it's going to take to get him, and when you see some of the other guys, it's just going to be awfully tough unless you pack him to get Linus Ullmark. But a very, very good goaltender card, no doubt. Then we've got the 89 Teuvo Teravainen, who I was able to pack. Incredible chat. Make sure you wear your masks when opening up your packs to protect against the bad pulls. With Magician and Swarm on, I mean, again, another Swarm card, so if you have him and Linus Ullmark, you're getting there quickly. But 89 speed, 91 acceleration, 94 agility. If you get Magician activated, basically max agility and deking, and puck control is pretty close. All of his hand stats are great, and his shot is above 90, essentially. Stick checking 88. Very, very well-rounded left-handed card. And again, the winger situation on left-handed cards is in a rough spot right now. However, I don't know if he's better than the base Connor McDavid yet, and he's obviously going to cost way more. Connor McDavid only has, I believe, 85 on accuracy, but 91 shot power for his wrist shot, but everything else is higher. So keep that in mind. This is a great card, but I'm going to do my Master Set rankings in a little bit, and I'll show you guys them in another video right after this, but it'll be interesting when you line them all up. Then we've got the 6'6" Colton Parayko, the Colossus, with Workhorse and Balanced on. Again, the Workhorse synergy is kind of important here. Again, if you can raise his acceleration up with Distributor, 87 across the board for agility, acceleration, and speed is usable. That is fine. 95 shot power means he's going to absolutely pound the rock. Defensive awareness at 91, stick checking at 90. Really, really good card. And again, there is not a lot of great right-handed defensemen. This is probably up there. I'm going to have to do the lineup and go through all of the other stats and whatnot, but this could crack into the top 3. It's going to be close. Then we've got Marcel Nobel's 6'3", 204. Again, kind of an obscure one again, but Nick and the content team at NHL love to highlight the European players, and I can't blame them. With Howitzer, this card is an animal. Obviously, 88 speed is nice with Distributor up to 91. Accelerational 85 is kind of meh. Agility 98. A lot of agility highlighted in this event. But it's his wrist shot at 96 power, 97 for his slap shot, and wrist shot accuracy at 91. Also key, it's that face-off rating. 91 on the draw with Howitzer. This is going to resemble the 89 Bergeron from the last event. And he does have Howitzer as well, but he is bigger, meaning that he's going to be able to use that 6'3" frame as well as the body checking and strength chat They're going to, sorry, the body checking and strength stats. He's going to be really good in his own zone as well. This is a very interesting card, and I'm curious to see once I do all the rankings where he's going to end up, because he is an animal. If you get barrage on too, like, it's a 99 slap shot power, just nuts. Then we've got the 89 Zach Kassian. This one was leaked. 6'3", 209, the Beast. Again, with the Gladiator synergy, which is kind of met because his stats for it are already so high. 85 speed and acceleration is met. I mean, as you saw with the Blake Wheeler card in the last event, he didn't really get priced that high because, again, with how this game plays, you really need fast wingers. And you combine that with the fact he's got 86 on shot accuracy. For a master item, it's kind of a tough sell. Again, if you have Distributor, 88 speed and increasing is passing puck control as well is really good, but it's in his own zone where he's going to do the most damage. That body checking and strength stat, as well as his balance, and the fact he's 6'3", is really going to be able to knock people off the puck in his own zone. But again, if you didn't like the Blake Wheeler, you're not going to be a big fan of Zach Kassian. And then we've got the absolute animal in this event, the Wheelman, John Carlson, howitzer and distributor. This is the right-handed version of Miro Heiskanen, and he's better. So with these both activated, again, this is a focus that you need to be doing to try and get distributor activated, and then howitzer and speedster, in my opinion, first, okay? Boosts his speed to 91, agility up to 89, acceleration still a little low at 85, but then his slapshot power at 94, accuracy 85, passing and puck control 97 and 95, which is great. Defensive awareness 92, stick checking 93, and a good enough body checking stat to take advantage of that 6'3" frame. He is bigger than Miro, which is important. He's got roughly the same speed, a little bit slower. A great shot. This is a fantastic card, and definitely the one I would prioritize in this event. If you can make a defensive pairing of this card and Miro Heiskanen from the last one, you're in real business. And then, guys, there is the 90 version, which does just increase every single stat. So we've got Tara Vinen, Colton Parayko, Marcel Nobels, and Zach Kassian, along with John Carlson. Again, I'll show you how to make those. It is a little bit different than the last event, but there is the 90 versions as well. So now that we took a look at all the cards, let's go through the sets and see what we're working with. The thing I need to explain first is that this event is only for 7 days, which means that the market tip video I did where, you know, the second or the first week of the event, like the Tuesday of the first week of the event is usually when you can get things for Wednesday, the cheapest. It's going to change a lot because there's only a week to get these cards. So these prices are going to stay high for a lot longer and probably won't go down like they did in the last event where they fluctuated. So again, the 50 gold cards for an untradeable gold collectible is back. This set, again, guys, I need to stress this. Please do not do this set. It gives you 2 collectibles for a choice at any a choice of one of 2 Halloween items. That means you could get Adam Fox and Zdeno Chara for 2 collectibles. Not what you want to do. Please don't ever do this set. It is the riskiest and has the, potentially the worst outcome for 100K in value. Then we've got the 89 overall master set items. So, much like the last event, 8 gold collectibles will get you an untradeable version of the card. If you can do anything to avoid doing the untradeable set, please do it. However, again, there is one card, in my opinion, that you could do untradeable, and that's fine. I understand, free-to-play players, you can't get these cards very easily, but you need to understand that you're going to get 1 week of squad battles, rivals, and hut champs, which you should all be doing, and hut rush or hut rush rewards. You should combine all that and be close to be able to make one of these master items, but again, if you do the untradeable, there is no confirmation or sure thing that you'll be able to upgrade them in the future, and then you're stuck with an 89 overall item, in January, and you've wasted all these 8 gold collectibles back now, and a card that you're not going to be able to use and you can't sell anything for. So, the 10 overall master set item, again, here's the thing. To make the 10, it's very, very expensive. So, if you have no collectibles, right? Let's say you don't have very many untradeable gold cards, okay? So say you don't have any untradeable gold cards, but you've got like 500 tradable ones. You've ripped a ton of packs, let's say. Sell the cards for 1,000 coins each, and then buy the master set item if it's under 500k. Does that make sense? Unless you have a ton of untradeable gold cards, there's no reason to make untradeable gold collectibles and then making the tradable one, because again, If it's more than 500, or if it costs you 500,000 to build and value, because it costs 10 gold collectibles, those cost 50,000 each roughly, or that's what their value is, and they're selling for like 450, you see where I'm saying? We see where I'm going with this. So let's go over the 90s set again, because you could make a ton of money with this. So to get the 90 overall Nobels, you don't need one of the 89 versions, okay? There's a cheaper way to kind of save some. So instead of doing the 10 tradable, right, you could do 9 gold collectibles for this Marcel Nobel and the Berlin jersey. Now, if you have this, that's great. If you don't have it, it's going to be very expensive to acquire. Oh, actually only 15K? That's a pretty good value. Again, it's knocking off a gold collectible, so if a gold collectible is going for, let's see, it's probably not that high right now. 70, oh my god, yeah, so that's a 70,000, yeah, they're going for 70K right now, and again, I'm going to show you how to get a very cheap one in a little bit. That's a great value. So instead of, using 9 gold collectibles and this one, right, the only thing is it will be untradeable, okay, you have to keep that in mind. This is going to be a tradable 89 version, okay, so again, keep that in mind. Zach Cassian, same kind of thing. You can do the Zach Cassian and the Edmonton Oilers jersey. That'll save you, and it'll only cost you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So same kind of thing. Then you do it for Teuvo Teravainen, and again, same kind of situation here. And we go, actually, the Teuvo Teravainen. If you have Teravainen like I do, it's actually almost, because it only costs you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's still 9. Okay, never mind, bad. So yeah, you want to be careful with these sets because you're going to make the 90 untradeable, and I don't know if that's worth it. Again, it's tough. To the 90 untradeable is nice, but it's obviously going to be a great card. The one thing I'll say is if you have John Carlson in a Washington Capitals jersey, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 for this is probably worth it because that John Carlson is the card I think that will hold the longest, most value because he is, again, right-handed, which is hard to find. To get 3 more right-handed defensemen better than him, it is going to take a considerable amount of time. Colton Parayko, you need his smaller card and the St. Louis Blues jerseys, and again, then 9, and then Linus Ullmark, same kind of thing. You need his card and the Buffalo Sabres home jersey. If you have any of those and you have no intention of making him, guys, sell those cards sooner rather than later because they will go up in value, they will go down in value when everyone starts ripping packs and selling them because less and less people want them. The demand will go down as people start to make the untradeable choice pack and whatnot. So keep that in mind. Then we've got the Halloween Revival set. So, much like last time for Cam Neely and Briere, if you get these 6 cards where they vary in value. It looks like some of them are going for like 20,000, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold collectibles. So that's 300K plus the cost of these. If you don't have any of these cards, like I think I have 2 of them. Yeah, I have 2 of them. I don't know if that set's worth it. I mean, Tempo Numminen and Theo Fleury are good cards, but again, you have to balance it. Would you pay, if these are each like 20, 30,000, right? You're looking at another 100K, that's like 450K. Would you pay that price for them? And, in some cases I might, but you just keep that in mind, okay? If you have some of them, then it is a nice, but it is, I believe, is it untradeable? It's not untradeable, which would probably drop the price of it in the auction house if it's because that's not bad. And then we've got an interesting one for the goaltenders. Again, they did a lot of things in this event to try and, buck the trend of all the other events that they've had. A gold collectible and then the Flyers mask and whatnot, and the same thing for Cujo, and then again with Bill Ranford and Sean Burke. And then lastly, we have a Masked Man pack set. You can get a free pack by doing the collectibles, by doing Hut Rush, as well as the offline challenges. I would recommend doing this for any free-to-play player. It's a free pack, so just use that. And then lastly, we'll go through the packs that are out now. And again, I want to highlight this one right here, the Untradeable Halloween Character Starter Pack. You get 12 items, including a gold collectible and a guaranteed Halloween player item that is untradeable. For 65,000 coins, that is 5,000 coins less than what a gold collectible is going for. Regardless of if you're free to play or not, if you are going to go and try and make one of the master set items and you're going to need gold collectibles to do it, this is worth it because you get a free shot at getting Stamkos, Kane, any of those guys out of that. You won't get into the master items, but getting Stamkos, a free shot at Stamkos, is awfully nice for 65,000 coins when the gold collectible you're guaranteed is already going for 70. So again, guys, this is the only pack and the only kind of pack you should use your coins on in this game. It's a great one. Now, I opened up all these. I kind of think these are a little useless. I mean, you always want to go with the pack that gives you the most players, because at least those can be turned into collectibles and whatnot, or you can sell them for 1,000 coins each. This one only has 180 overall item, and it's just not a fan of that. This one has at least 182 overall item. I pulled my gigantic pull in a mega pack. Mega packs are always kind of better for me, I've found, and definitely give you a ton of cards. So that's the one that I would go for. I would always avoid premium packs, guys. If you're going to spend money, buy the limited edition cards, and if you hit your limit in the day, stop and then wait for them to reset. Don't just go buy these. They're not good. So guys, that is going to do it for all the info on the event. Again, I will be doing a master set ranking video in like 20 minutes, so you guys can follow up with that. Please subscribe to the channel, guys, if you haven't already. Daily NHL content, it helps me out, and you're just going to find out when the new videos come out, so there's really no reason. If you come back every day, might as well just sub. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in just a little bit.